It is mid-July. It's back to school is beginning to kind of rumble in the not too distant future. Employees are restless, and it's just time to begin preparing for another season of structure as the fall rapidly approaches. Hey everybody, Thomas Joyner here with Business on Purpose. So I want to talk today about what you need to be doing to get ready for that, and how can you truly kick it off with a bang and get your team operating at full capacity again. I got 3 things that you can do today to prepare for the fall. I don't want to waste any time, so let's dive straight in. First thing you can do, take an inventory of where your team is at right this second. I don't want to know about what your team could potentially be or all this stuff, but I want you to look back over the last few months and take an inventory of where your team is at right now. When was the last time you scheduled a meeting with yourself to really just do a self-audit? Are you struggling with things like motivation or lack of training? Do you have the right people in the wrong seats on the bus, or maybe it's the wrong people just on the bus entirely? Are there any glaring holes or any areas where your process is severely lacking? I wouldn't blame you no matter what the answer, but you can't figure out a plan to get where you want to go without having this sobering conversation of kind of the state of your business. And so here's what I'll tell you. Be brutally honest. Not negative, not Debbie Downer, but absolutely 100% honest. Those are 2 really different things. Negativity keeps you from kind of seeing hope and seeing realistic solutions, while honesty, well, shows your flaws, and yet it leaves room for practical solutions. Lean in on honesty. Walk through your vision, your mission, your job roles, org chart, your core values. Take some time and look at your weekly schedule and see if there's any changes really that need to be made. Maybe spend some time looking at vendor relations and any headaches with any team members that have been consistent over a period of time. And, with that, hopefully you've kept good notes with your employee check-ins, and you can actually look back over those meetings and figure out what have the recurring themes been. Take a quick pulse and check on your culture. What are you known for internally? And maybe on top of that, what are you known for externally? It's really, really powerful to do this self-audit, figure out, all right, what's our starting line and how do we plan accordingly to move past it? So once you have that great idea of the things that need fixing, it's time for step 2. Build out a team day for early fall and get it on the calendar. What problems come back time and time again? Do you need to walk through processes by department and maybe retrain on all of them? Does your team need more structure and accountability? Do they just maybe need to laugh and play together and enjoy some good food after a long summer of grinding it out? Maybe you need to redraw job roles and share lines of responsibility. Are there new people on the team that just need to hear you read through your vision story and your mission statement to explain where you're going and why you're going there? You need to remind them of your core values and what really separates you and the standard the team will be held to. I don't know what that time needs to look like. Heck, maybe it's just a time to thank them and celebrate and truly build a culture of gratitude. But so often, what do? We try to address all this stuff in an hour meeting, when the phone is ringing and the to-do lists are out of control, but everyone's attention really is on their job and not on the time together, not on the meeting. So get your team away. It doesn't have to be to some 5-star resort that we put them up for multiple nights. No, it can be at a bowling alley. It can be at a putt-putt course or one of your homes, anywhere. But create a time separate from the work grind to refresh your team and address anything that came up in your self-audit. It all starts with building it out and putting it on the calendar, which brings us to our last thing to do today. Number 3, build in a structure of accountability. So often, this stuff just fades quickly because we never revisit it, right? We just kind of swing for the fence, throw the Hail Mary, and yet we have to build new systems to support the areas that need help. If it's something like core values, how do we start talking about it every week at team meetings? Hey, where did you see someone live out our core values and start recognizing that as a team? Do we have a small prize like a gift card or a silly award to where whoever exemplified those core values gets recognized, and then they recognize it the next time up? Maybe if it's setting a follow-up meeting once a month to talk through any hiccups or any areas to improve, if it's based on processes, if it's moving job roles around, it's having check-ins once a week to offer support and make sure the team is living in the new roles effectively and not just drowning. We really want to take the easy way out more often than we should and just act like by us leaving work for a few hours and playing together or discussing things that matter, that's really going to create lasting change. But it's only the starting point. If we don't revisit and create repetition and a predictable system to live within, our team just really goes back to their same old habits and nothing changes day after day after day. Address it, talk about it, coach it, provide the system to live within, and then let them do it. Watch it come to action. And so, hey, if you're sitting here and you're like almost every other business we work with, your team's tired and they're dragging, just trying to finish the summer, maybe it's time for a reset. So schedule some time for a self-audit today and be honest. Build a team day around the things that are found out in your self-audit, and then do the hard work of building in structure and accountability to moving things the right direction, to keeping them on track and never going back from that new standard. You can't solve all your problems today, but you can start by building the framework to fix a handful of them this fall. Hope that makes sense, and hope you truly will schedule the time to put the work in this week. Have a great day.